I say these things to you because you are young people who are going to be involved in politics, medicine, economics, in education, in infrastructure, in architecture, in all your professions, in fraternities. The information I'm sharing with you is that you can either think in the box or think outside of the box, or you must be prepared to bang the box and think. And I think that Africa has a great future, not only with people that can think outside of the box, but people who understand the box, understand the limitations which have been given to us through religion, culture, entertainment, economics, politics, governance, and spirituality, where we are coming from, where we've been told that you must be this, you can't be this, you can't be this, you can't be this. Are you a pastor? Are you still a bishop? Are you still that box that once you confirm that, okay, I'm an Adventist, so I must begin all my arguments. Maranatha Masala, because yes, Jesus is coming again. Once I say that, the rest of the speech must be founded and proofread by the box which I have confirmed. The next group of people, okay, they say this. What do I say? What do I say? And the last group are those that are willing to discard the box, discard thinking out of the box, and ultimately begin to reason as human beings living in this present box, in this present space, yes, this present space. And maybe to reduce your frustration, you need to understand the three levels of thought: in the box, outside of the box, and bend the box and think. I think I must pick up this argument again on another day. Then I'll expound value of having no box, because education is your greatest weakness, for that informs your previous knowledge. But when you remove the limitations of previous knowledge, you are able to formulate new structures and forms of knowledge. Your mind is free. Your mind is free to explore expanse spaces of knowledge without reference to any space of limitation. And I feel that maybe 60% of our, I can't call you listeners, I can't call you students, but 60% of our participants on the Farmers of Thought range are in the first two groups. The first group that is still in the box, and the next group that is thinking outside of the box. The third group is that is thinking without a box. I have recommended to you almost 6 years ago, I introduced to you the thinking tool. A small stick that you see me holding when I'm talking to you, which has the 3 spaces and 4 lines on it. The first space, time frames, and again, even in those time frames, I'm using the Greco-Roman calendar that punctuates time as present, as past, and as future, which is a Hellenistic thinking. I could transform that again into a Hebraic tool from past, from future to present. I could interpret that again into a compass with the 4 cardinal spaces of thinking patterns. I could interpret that again into a thinking tool that seeks to make time vertical as an African. That the past, the future are all present in the now. And I beg you, I extol you, I persuade you to please don't be frustrated with my teachings. go back and find how my mind is wired in terms of that thinking tool. But it is a great instrument which will help you to process the volume of content that I am sharing with you. As long as you are thinking inside, outside, you will still want to use the reference of the other. And on this page of Farmers of Thought, we are a great builder, thinking patterns and formulation of new ideologies to assist you to grow, to drive, to navigate the space of globalization, industrialization, and enculturation, particularly speaking to the Western culture imposing itself on the African culture. So I am able to think in the box. I am able to think in the box because I was there. I'm a pastor, trained, proliferated, graduated, educated, informed by the system. I am able to think in the box and argue economic, religious, spiritual, political frames in the box. What is acceptable? Democracy is acceptable. What is acceptable? Economic is acceptable. What is acceptable? Culture is acceptable. What? Education. You must be doctor, you must be master. I understand that. I was there. I hold 3, 4, 5 degrees and doctorates. I have 3 doctorates in that space of acceptability. I understand that. But thinking outside of the box gave me a different view. This is what they say. What do I say? And then your mind frame thinking begins to move to another level of, okay, the box. Who built the box? Why did they build the box? How did they build the box? For who did they build the box? When was the box built? Where was it built? And what was the intention of the box? When you come outside and say, do I need the box? And of what benefit is it to me now? When you finally bend the box and say, but who am I? Why am I here? And what must I achieve when I am here? And I think many of your frustrations as young people, both young and old, pastors, bishops, politicians who come on this page, advices, what I must do, you're going to mess up your reputation. Don't throw away Jesus. Don't what? Are you still a Christian? Are you still a believer? I understand you. I understand your frustration because you cannot think about me outside the box. You cannot think about me without referencing the box. You can't think of yourself with no box. So in brief, in the midst of developing intellectual, academic, progressive, Afrocentric thinking patterns, before you comment on my page, ask yourself the question, am I asking this question from the box? Am I asking this question outside of the box? Am I prepared to bend the box and think? And I think maybe I have to take the blame for it. I've been reckless in terms of throwing information out there and without regard of where the audience that is reading and listening to the content is positioned, is situated, and is thinking from. But most of the material that you send you post here, I go to the box and I try to reason with those that are in the box so that they can begin to think. I come outside the box and I reason with those that are outside of the box to start to think. But the best of my students on farmers of thought are those that are now able to think without the box. So spirituality